Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Melanie and I do food hauls. Today's food haul is from Asda and Aldi. Firstly, I hope you've all had a good week and your weekend is going well. There's a few items in here that I'm not classing as part of the shopping budget, but I bought them whilst I was shopping. I will point them out to you, and in the description I'll write how much the shopping came to. But if I put, say, £62 for Aldi, which it isn't, this is just an example, that would be minus anything that I've took out, so the total would have been more. But I have bought some things that are going towards a birthday present because it's a family member's birthday over Easter. So the first thing that I've got them is this Saint Germont vodka. Now, I was going to get vodka from another shop, but when I went to this shop, I couldn't find it. It's not a well-known vodka. Well, I've never heard of it before. It's not a branded one. But they didn't have it. So when I was in Aldi, I was looking at the spirits and I almost got them their version of a bourbon. I don't know if it was a dupe of a Jack Daniels or if it was a dupe of a Jim Beam, but it was $13.99. And I think Jim Beam's around that sort of price, so it might have been a dupe of Jack Daniels. But because I was originally going to get a vodka, when I spotted this at $14.99, I thought I'd get this because I really like the bottle. And I know the person that will be having it loves vodka anyway. Then I got Cajun seasoning because mine's about to run out. Now, this person that I bought a present for, they're always either running out of the shower gel or the deodorant. I know that isn't branded, so I picked up Lynx. I wasn't even planning on getting it in Aldi, but I forgot they actually do this branded. I don't know if I've ever seen the deodorant, so I picked up their own version, which that is that. I don't think it's going to smell as good, but they can give it a go. I know they'll use it even if they don't love it, but I thought I'd get them that to try. I picked up a custard when I should have probably got two. Last week I got caramel latte, because the week before I got the vanilla, and you could just about taste the vanilla, but it wasn't the tastiest coffee ever. I feel like it's lacking flavour. It's been a while since I've had the Nescafe equivalent, so I might have the Nescafe equivalent and think the same, like I don't know, because I like coffee more now than I've ever done. And I actually planned to get a Nescafe, but I totally forgot. So when I spotted this in Aldi, I thought I'll just get it. The caramel is slightly better than the vanilla, but the vanilla is nice. I'd have it again. I have been putting my own coffee in it with it. Alzira, I've been putting like a teaspoon, not a teaspoon, yeah, a teaspoon in it as well, just to give it a stronger taste. But they're not bad. When I was at the checkout, when I was about to pay, they said, "Oh, do you want to buy a Kit Kat Easter egg?" I was like, "Oh, how much are they?" And they're $1.25. I should have got two. This is part of the birthday present because they love chocolate. Because when I went to Asda, sorry, I'm just looking for something. Have I put it out what I'm looking for? Yeah, I have. Yeah, the selection in Asda, there was next to no Easter eggs left. There was about 10 £8 ones. There was some like white chocolate ones, and people were fighting over the bigger ones, even though it wasn't what they really wanted. It was the only option. So I should have got two Kit Kat Easter eggs whilst I had the chance, because when I was in Aldi, I was going to get some Easter eggs, but they only had some Galaxy ones and something else. Then they had loads of their own ones because it looks like no one's been buying them. So when he's like, "Oh, do you want a Kit Kat Chunky like to buy?" I was like, "Oh yeah," but I should have actually bought two because he had plenty. So that again won't be included in the shopping total because it's part of the birthday presents. They have got other stuff. They're not just getting deodorant, shower gel, and Easter egg and vodka, although some people would be happy with that. Now, I sometimes get the urge to bake something and I never have butter in, or there is butter but it's not really set aside for baking, and sometimes there's not enough. So I know this is like the version of Stork. I've not had Stork for years and years and years. I always get butter. So I thought this would be handy to have in. I know Asda do their own version, but I think Asda's is like 10 or 20p more. So I thought I'll have it in the fridge, even if I don't use it for ages, at least it's there. I got a pilau rice for the person that I live with because I got a curry sauce last week and this week. So they're going to have curry at some point, and I know they prefer pilau rice, so I got that for them. Down here I've got these which I typically have on dog walks. tomato puree because I've either just opened one or I've got one left that needs opening, and I like to have a spare one so I can't forget to buy one. Picked up a tandoori seasoning, and I feel like I've already got one, but I might not, so it's better to have two. I wanted one of these last week, and this was one of the few Easter eggs. Oh, that's ripped, but it doesn't matter because they're for me. These are one of the few Easter eggs that they did have in, so I was glad they still had those in, because I was meant to buy some mini eggs in Asda, and I forgot, so I'm glad that I got these in Aldi, because if I don't manage to get some mini eggs, at least I'll have some in these. I got some corned beef for the person that I live with. Now, I've almost eaten them because I ended up having them for my lunch because I forgot to buy lunch. Also, there are things missing. There's a pack of these missing. A leek and potato fake Covent Garden soup. There is a packet that's got macaroni cheese in it, but it's cooked and you just warm it up in the microwave. It's like from the canned packet section. There's also a small bottle of Pepsi Max missing. Is that it? That might be it. I didn't get much for them this week because they didn't need much. I picked up this garlic bread because A, it's on offer, B, it needs freezing, so I'm going to take 2 pieces out and freeze the rest, so then when I want some I can just get some out the freezer. I just nearly knocked the shower gel on the floor. I managed to catch it. 2 burgers for the person that I live with. They've already got 4 meals at home. They've got 2 chicken breasts that are frozen, which will be taken out when they want to use them. They'll probably use them with curry, like the curry sauce, for 2 meals. And they've also got 2 meals already made. I made by Taming Twins meal plan 29, the slow cooker chicken noodles with curry sauce. So they've got 2 portions of that. So today and tomorrow. So they didn't need as much food. I picked up this hot cross bun pudding because even though I'm not a big hot cross bun fan, the normal ones, it reminded me of bread and butter pudding, so I think I'm going to like it. I got 7-pack of the mini cheddars, or the fake ones, and cheese twists because they've still got a packet of cheese twists. Some fries, the seeded granola protein pot, 1 Graham's normal yogurt, and 3 pouches because they got them back in this week. I've had the soy and ginger and garlic yakisoba before. I probably liked it. I can't remember. They had 4 different sauces in, but I didn't want to get 4. Sticky barbecue yakitori, which I'll probably use first out of those 2. Heaps of ginger because mine's got maybe a third left, and heaps of garlic because it's about to run out. I just spotted something from Asda that's in the wrong place. Red lentils because earlier this week I basically made what I'm calling a soup stew, because it's like a stew but it's meant to be a soup, and I basically put in all the vegetables that were literally, if I didn't use that day or the next day, would have like gone off. So there was like potatoes in it, there was like 3 large white onions, there was a little bit of broccoli, there was a full cauliflower, what else? Loads of potatoes from the bag of potatoes that I got from Aldi, not last week, the week before. I think there was like maybe half a bag left. There was loads of different spices in. There was chili flakes, there was Cajun spice, there was mixed herbs, there was rosemary, there was garlic puree, there was a little bit of ginger, there was a lot of tomato puree, there was a chicken stock cube, a beef stock cube, and a vegetable stock cube. I think that's it, and some pepper. And obviously water. So I put some red lentils in because I have a small amount left. I've still got a bit left, but when I spotted this, I thought I'll get this because it's handy to have in. Yeah, I might not have it for a few weeks, but at least I've got it in the cupboard. Now we're going to go on to Asda. So I got Nurofen, Panadol. I got some sweet and fruity baby plum tomatoes, some OMV, all my vegan no pork sausages, because I needed something else. And I almost got the Richmond Cumberland because they were on offer, but these had a better date on and they were still cheaper, and these are actually really nice. It's nice to see some of the vegan stuff is becoming more reasonably priced. Now, I didn't know what I wanted to eat this week, but because I've got the yakitori sauces, I've got rices in the cupboard, I've got tandoori seasoning. I just realised I forgot to show you this. I got a root vegetable seasoning because I'm going to do loads of vegetables at weekend, and I thought I can parboil them all and put them in the oven with this on. And I've got loads of different flavoured rices in the cupboard. I've got other sauces. I've got a curry sauce, And even though I'm not the biggest fan of this chicken, it's not the cheapest. I do prefer the corn-fed one or the organic one, but it is more money. So I thought I'll get this. I can have loads of different chicken things, like in sauces. So that's predominantly what I'm going to be eating this week. Underneath is a bag of carrots. The carrots for 20p. Parsnips are 20p, broccoli's 20p. I got a red pepper. I got normal crisps this week because I've not been enjoying the lentil curls as much, and I think I've just been craving salt and vinegar crisps. So last week, I picked up Mac 3. Is it Mac 3? They asked for Mac 5, so I was like, oh, they must have just got the number wrong. No, they wanted Fusion 5. So I had to take them back this week. And I picked these up thinking they were the normal Fusion 5 because there was a big massive plastic security tag there, so I couldn't read the word power. Couldn't see any of that. You can see where it's all dented where it was. They don't have the power one. So guess who's got to take more razor blades back because it's the wrong one again. And it technically wasn't my fault because they've got these big black tags. I mean, I'm sure they can do smaller ones, but massive tag, that's why it's got the rips on it because it's pressing into it. But yeah, they've now got to go back because we don't know if they'll fit on the normal one, and I don't know what the price difference is. But last week when I was looking at the razor blades, there was tons of them, and this week there was hardly any left. But I'm gonna have to read the price thing on the shelf and read what it says it is, and hope that they've put them in the right section, because if they take it off and it says power again, I'm just gonna be an idiot. I should have looked at it before I scanned it, but because I couldn't even scan it because the thing was over that. So I couldn't even scan it till they brought it back to me, and I just scanned it and put it in the bag. So yet again, I've got to take razor blades back. Now, I would have took them back today, but I thought, knowing my luck, the same person will be on customer services and they'll think I'm just messing around. So I'll take them back another day. I got some grapes. I managed to remember them this week because they're at the end of an hour that I don't normally look at. I got parsnips because obviously on offer. Don't know if I said red pepper, but I got red pepper. Forgot to get salad leaves, but there you go. Cucumber. This was the only chicken option. Normally I either get slices or like the whole breast that's cooked, and then I just slice it up. This week there was just this. You could have it in different flavours and stuff, but there was nothing like that I really wanted or what I normally get, but they'll do. I've still got some wraps from last week. You'll see I haven't bought any wraps this week because I still have wraps left. There's no point buying more when I've got some. Favourite chocolate biscuits. I keep getting these. I haven't had twirls for weeks because I really like these. Now I've spotted them, and I love salted caramel, as you can see, because these are the salted caramel ones. So I thought I'll get them because I love them. Well, I love the normal ones. And I spotted this. They are new. I don't know how new they are, but they were in Asda last week. It doesn't mean they only came out this week. They could have been out weeks and Asda's only just got them. I don't know. I'm hoping it's really, like, sometimes things say salted caramel and you can't taste the salt. I like to taste the salt, so I'm looking forward to that. I got Misfits for my little misfit, who's... I thought she was right behind me, but she isn't. She's not a misfit. Jumbo, and then I got the dental sticks. Chocolate rice cakes as always. Butter for the person that I live with. It wasn't reduced, but it was only 20p more than the Asda own. The Asda own is always rock hard, even when it's been out the fridge for ages. So it stays out the fridge anyway, and it never goes soft. So this is another thing that won't be included in the total cost of the shopping. As I said, I wanted to get Easter eggs, but when I went to Asda, they had a few large ones that are £8, and there were Galaxy ones. There was nothing that I would want to get for them. And then I spotted these. Now, I didn't know they did these at Easter, because normally I don't buy a tub of chocolate at Easter. I normally just buy Easter eggs. So when I spotted this at £5, I was like, well, I know they're going to like dipping into this because there's loads of different flavours. So at least they've still got an Easter egg as well as this. So this £5 will be taken off the total of the Asda shop. Then I got chicken bistal. I really want to get the powder one, but it's gone up to £4.50 for the small jar. So unless it's on offer one day, I'll just get this one. But I do prefer the powder one, but I'll just buy this because it's good, but I just prefer the powder one a little bit more. But whilst it's that sort of price, there's no way I'm getting it. Small can of Asda sweet corn. I feel like I've got one, or I had one and I've used it. Either way, it's better to have 2 than not have any. This is a deodorant I use. It smells insane. Hot dogs from a hot dog. She knows it as the S word, S-A-U-S-A-G-E-S. If I say that word, she'll come for it. The reason I don't refer to it as a hot dog, because sometimes when she comes in and she's hot, I'm like, oh, you're a hot dog. And I don't want her to think that I'm offering her one of these, so I refer to it as you know what. 3 for 2 drinks. I got 1 Lucozade and 2 Dr Pepper Zeros. One's in the fridge. This week the 2 litre bottles weren't on offer. For weeks it's been 2 for £3 instead of £2 each, which is the best offer because all the other shops that I know of are £3.50 for 2. Anyway, the 1.25 litre bottles were free for £3. It's not as good as the 2 litre ones because you get 0.25 less, but I just got what was on offer. Soy milk, which I've in a couple of teas. Now last week I got a single bottle of this, and then I got the big bottle of the Lucozade Sport, which I've drank today. Well, I had some yesterday. It has 3 servings in, and I was going to make it last minute and have the rest tomorrow, but during the walk I got very lightheaded and weak, and my blood sugar dropped, so I finished the drink when I got back to my car. Now the Lucozade Sport is really nice, and I should have actually got one so I could have compared this with the Lucozade Sport and what I'm going to show you next. But I got the 4-pack because I actually liked the single bottle. And I also got Aldi's version, which is called Explosade. It's like Lucozade Explosade. I've not had the Aldi one. I almost picked this up last week, but then I got that one. I'm hoping they taste the same. They're a very similar price, but I'm going to try and keep 1 bottle of each. I mean, I shouldn't go through 8 in a week anyway. So then when I can get the Lucozade Sport, I can compare all 3 and do like a bit of a taste test. I got an almond unsweetened, small bottle of Diet Coke. Oh, also what's missing is a small bottle of Pepsi Max. I've got 6 apple and elderflower flavoured sparkling waters, 1 ZX Cola. So this week, I didn't get those big cookies, the salted caramel ones. By the way, they don't taste very salty, but I like them because they're big, they're nice and soft, and they're super tasty. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to pay $1.80 for them, they're really nice. So I ended up getting these, which are $1.20, so I've only saved 60p. But these are smaller and they're not as nice, so I should have got what I really wanted. But obviously I've got these now, so I can't do anything about it. Got some bananas. I have got 3 lots of broccoli. The other 2 I've just not put out because I don't have room for. And my Easter egg is going to be this one. Now I do love twirl. I've not had twirl for a couple of weeks, but there's only 1 single bar in there and an Easter egg that isn't very big. But there wasn't much left, so there's nothing I could do about it. I couldn't like get anything else because there wasn't any other Cadbury's eggs, and I wanted Cadbury's or Lindt. Like I wanted Cadbury's, but I wanted like a really big one, like £8-10 like price. But it's better than nothing. I can't complain, can I? I've got the 12-pack of still water. Now the reason I didn't get any more is because I've still got 6 here. I think there's 2 or 3 in the fridge, and I've not touched the 4-pack, so I didn't need to get any more. Here we have these Shades coconut oil toilet rolls. Then we have a loaf of bread because we've got about 2 pieces left, or 2 slices, and a pack of crumpets. It's in the fridge. Now I'm pretty sure if you've watched me for long enough you might be able to remember. I'm sure that green juice that I used to get every week was this one. Now they do the smaller ones, and this is £1, but the big one was only like $1.50. But when I was walking through the section, they didn't have any big ones of these, so I don't know if they stopped the big ones and just doing the small ones, but they're definitely not value for money at £1 each. Final 2 things that I got this week are 2 steaks. Now I was looking at steak in Aldi, and I'm sure they're like £4.50, £4.60 each, and I'm like, I'm sure they're a little bit cheaper in Asda. So I went to Asda and they're £4.50 each, but the 2 for £4, so I'm saving around £1. Now, I knew the person that I live with would want a sirloin steak, but I still texted them and gave them the option between sirloin, rump and ribeye. So because it took ages to reply, I already went through and picked out 2 steaks. And when they did reply, I was right, they did want sirloin. I went for rump. I don't know why I went for rump. I should have got sirloin, but that's what I got. And that, I believe, is everything I've got. Like I said in the totals, it'll say Aldi and it'll have a total, but it'll be minus what I've had out. I might even put that figure, but if I don't, the figure that you see is everything except for what I've bought that's not included in this week's shopping, and the same with Asda. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down below. If you're new to my channel or you watch my videos but you aren't subscribed, please subscribe. Don't forget to press the bell notification button. That way you'll get an alert when I upload next. Have a fantastic week. I should be back with another weekly food haul next Sunday. Thank you so much for watching.